Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Welcome in, OTB.
That was a weird one.
That was weird.
That's on me.
That was all. Well, hey, wasn't on me.
Oh, man. Pat my chest.
At the chest. Welcome in, OTB. I think it's Tuesday. Let's go with that. Tuesday morning here in the capital city. Jake, Flynn, Alondra, Tay all here with you. An incredible week of football weekend. Actually started on last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The primetime NFL games, the gift that keeps on giving.
Man, they do. They were good, man. They were great. Last night was a weird game, strange game. The flow of it was just wild, but, man, it ended up being a good one. Yes, sir, Mr. J.J. McCarthy outlasts Caleb Williams. Oh, my gosh, and J.J. McCarthy did not look good for most of the game.
Did not.
Caleb Williams looked good for most of the game, and then it all
kind of
switched.
flipped.
Then it really flipped, and all of a sudden, it became a good one. And the Bears' offense just kind of disappeared. And then all of a sudden, people were wide open for the Vikings. It's amazing how that happens, right?
Yeah. I do think like Kevin O'Connell's one of the best, certainly young coaches in the NFL, but I think one of the best overall.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people want to play for him.
I would say, so I was watching that game last night, and I was like, well, all right, two young quarterbacks still trying to figure out their place. Caleb's obviously played a lot more than JJ. And they have probably two of the best young offensive minds in NFL right now. Yeah. I love the offense that the Bears run. I love the offense that the Vikings are running. And I was so close. Like at the beginning of the fourth quarter, I was so close to like sending out a little tweet to Saints fans, be like, hey, who you taking, Rattler or McCarthy right now? Like, because up to that point, McCarthy wasn't doing anything. Like his stats were like worse than Rattler.
Glad you didn't send that.
And I didn't send it out because he ended up playing well, but like he made the throws that were basically given to him.
Well, that shot he hit to Aaron Jones, though,
that was a great
right
play.
In between coverage.
It was a fantastic drawn-up play.
Yeah.
There's not many times that you're going to they play cover two, they run like a dig route or an in route on the backside to scoop up the safety, and they run a fake check down, a check down and go. I've never really seen a check down and go, but that was a fantastic play. It was like the whole game was a setup to the second half of the fourth quarter. Yeah. So it was quite the flip, but he made the plays that he should. And Caleb Williams, oh my God, he's like so extremely talented, but there's always that big capital letter but. Just couldn't make the plays at the end. But at the first, I was watching the game, I was like, ooh, card value's going up. Card value's going up. That first drive of the game looked really good for Caleb. Couldn't finish it though. But that I really thought that both teams are actually really good teams, top to bottom. Both defenses played really well. I think Kevin O'Connell kind of out-schemed him right there at the end. Like I said, there was like a lot of setup.
He out-schemed Dennis Allen?
Surprisingly.
Oh, man.
Well,
that's crazy.
I mean, I think we all know those no cakes and weak chin, they can coach defense when that's all he's worried about. Can't coach a whole team, but he can coach a whole defense.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway.
We'll see if he's able to get that done. But, yeah, what a great week certainly was for the NFL, as every primetime game was a close, contested game where both teams were in it for the full game. I don't know the last time that's happened, but it certainly happened again Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday night.
Mm-hmm. That was great. I do have I do have a question from that game. Oh, a question for you. It's a rules question. Taylor, Laundry, if y'all know the answer to this question.
It's a rules question. I feel like Tay is probably the best suited for this.
So, yesterday in the NFL, in this Monday Night Football game, a Vikings, I think it was the receiver, caught a pass on his knees. Mm-hmm. Hadn't been touched yet.
Right.
Bears linebacker comes up and punches the ball out. First contact with the player was the fist to the ball. Fumble. They call them down. They review it, and they uphold the call. They call him down. No explanation. Joe Buck, all the people, the referee rules analyst there, they never even mentioned that the ball was touched first. They're like, well, he's clearly caught the ball. His knees are down. And then the rules analyst was like, well, he's got clear possession of the ball, and his knees are down. They never mentioned the fact that the first contact with the player was a fist to the football before they touched any part of his body. And they no explanation from the booth, no explanation from the ref, because the decision was made, the decision from the ref on the field that they upheld the rule was made during commercial break. And I'm sitting there like yelling at the TV by myself, like, it's a fumble. It's a fumble. It has to be a fumble. I've never seen this happen. I've always wondered, like the other day I was wondering what happens. Like, what if they make contact with the ball first? It'd be really hard to do. But if the knees are down, contact with the ball first. It should be a fumble, right?
I would think that is a fumble.
I've never seen it happen.
Because you didn't have him down because he wasn't
I would think so too. There was zero it did, like the thought didn't even cross Joe Buck's mind. Like on the television.
And typically that is one of the crews that will call something out.
I agree. That's why I was surprising. And they didn't have
I can't stand watching a game and it's like something like very clear and obvious. I was watching the Virginia NC State game. It was a great football game, and Virginia's driving to go take the lead. They're down 3. They're on like the 8-yard line. It's first down, and there's barely any time left, but it's a new set of downs. And they got Chandler Morris at quarterback, and he throws the rail route to the running back when he is straight up just blanketed, covered up. On first down, he's got a crosser going right in front of him for an easy touchdown. And like the announcers are just like, what a play by the dropping outside linebacker to cover. I'm like, he was just kind of waiting on it.
Yeah.
And they were like, Morris had nowhere to go with the football. I'm like, what? He had a crosser right in front of his face for a touchdown. Like, I can't stand when announcers don't just like state the obvious. Like,
and they do. That crew does.
That crew does.
And I think there's a lot of pretty good crews now that do. But it was just shocking. And like the referee that's in the booth, I don't know. I was like, where's Gene Steratore? Give me that guy. Where is he at? Because it was a ref I've never seen before. Taylor, can you find that clip? It was just wild. So like I was just in my brain, I'm just like, I don't think that the ball's an extension of the player if he's down.
Not that ball, no.
It's too early for that, bud.
What are we talking about?
8:00 hour. But yeah, Taylor's gonna find that. But I think we got a couple of wishes to give out today.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We sure do. I want to wish happy birthday to my oldest, Huck Flynn, turning 10 today. Double digits, dude. So you can't go back. Can't go back to single digits. So love you, bud. Happy birthday. Have a great day. We're gonna top this day off with a little flag football later.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
We do have flag football.
That's right.
That's true.
So I know, 10 years old. I got a 10-year-old now. It's wild.
Yeah. Well, I also shout out to my oldest son. It's his birthday. Jackson turned 16 today. Stay off the roads.
Stay off the roads.
Stay off the roads.
Hesta's coming through.
Oh,
Lordy.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one driving now.
So how so when they get to that type of age, like what is kids, 10, like my kids are still at like prime birthday party age.
Right.
So like what time, like what year does that kind of, like I don't remember having birthday parties as like a high schooler. I remember probably just doing something.
No, you're in the years where those are coming, like a traditional birthday party.
Yeah,
like
you send an invitation. And,
those days are pretty much over for you. I mean, you had one this year and it went well.
Yep. Oh, I still got a couple behind him.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about for Huck.
Yep.
Yeah, now it's going to be more like, hey, I want 3 of my best buds to come, and they're just going to stay at the house, and we'll go do something. And that will be the birthday.
And they better bring presents.
Yeah.
Do they wrap them? Like, maybe. I mean, at some point, you're probably too cool to wrap a present.
Yeah, presents those kind of come in, unfortunately, too, a little bit. You'll get one. You'll get 1 or 2. Maybe the grandparents send you a $17 check. You'll have that for you, but
and some change.
Yeah. What'd you get, Huck? Have you given it to him yet?
We haven't. No, we did this weekend. He got a Red Ryder BB gun.
Shoot his eye out.
He's gonna shoot his. No, he got some safety glasses. With it. Can't be too safe with those ricochets. Then the rest of the stuff just remains to be seen. It's wrapped up in a birthday present.
All right, cool. Gulf South said, did Jackson get a car for his birthday? No. Well, because he delayed taking driver's ed. He wasn't real worried about it. So today's the day he actually gets his permit. And then he gets his license in, I guess it would be January, because you have to have like your permit for a certain amount of days before you get your license. Like he wasn't in a hurry to take driver's ed. He didn't want to take it during like spring football.
Yeah.
So he took it this summer.
Huh.
And so he just finished that up.
Oh, so you turn 16, you can't just full on drive.
17 you can. 16, if you have to have your permit for a certain amount of time.
6 months.
Is that
6 months?
Is this something that's always been the case? Is this a Louisiana thing?
It's always been.
I took my driver's ed test before my junior year, like in the summer. Turned 16 in September. Couldn't get my license till December though.
Because I didn't have 16 your junior year in high school?
I graduated high school at 17. I started college at 17.
I graduated high school at 17.
God.
Yeah, sorry, we weren't 30.
Well, no,
Angel.
Jackson started on time. He hasn't held back, and he's turning 16 his sophomore year.
That's weird though.
Is he getting a car? No, he's not in the car right now because he's going to the DMV later. So his brothers are in the car, but he is getting a Lad McConkey numbered football card.
Oh, so he's not listening? He hadn't got it yet?
No, he ain't got it yet.
Attaboy.
Yeah, it's going to be later today.
There's a lot of work went into that, baby.
It did.
A lot of work went into that one. I drove at 15. I had a hardship.
I drove at 15 as well.
So like the day, like everybody passed their driver's ed test when they were 15. So like the day you turn sitting on, maybe this is just like a state by state thing. Like we were full on, let's go to interstate type situation.
Yeah.
As soon as, on our birthday.
Blake Miller said the Hesters push everything back here. Start Evangel at 16, drive at 17.
Yeah.
Chill.
Damn.
Usually pretty correct.
Yeah. Sorry, Taylor. I know you threw that up on the screen. Let's see that. There's the other view of it though. This one doesn't really show it. Does it show a back view of it?
Oh, I don't know. His left arm does hit.
No. Watch the other view. Does it hit him?
I don't know, Flynn.
But that's the only view you got, Taylor?
Bro, I didn't even find that one.
Are you going to yell at him?
That one.
Are you going to yell at him like T-Bob used to?
Yeah. Whatever. Fine. Can't talk about that. We can't even see the ball.
Did you take your medicine last night? I think his left arm hit before he punched the ball out.
No explanation.
But I think it did.
Bro, you didn't even see the whole clip.
I saw enough.
No, you didn't.
I dabbled.
It was a ghost no call. Oh, here we go.
See, we can't see the left arm, Flynn.
Well, it's like
if you're listening on radio there, we're watching the play that
you
Flynn
can
was
tell
talking about
that the fist makes contact
Sewell
with the
punched
ball
the ball
before arm would have made contact with the other arm.
Look, I'm going to be real honest.
Let's just pretend that it didn't touch his arm. What is that call? Is that a fumble?
It feels like they're calling it an extension of, I guess. Yes. I don't know. We'll look up the official rule, but
A lot of chatter about it on the old socials last night.
Yeah,
My
a lot of
only
people
guess
like the Bears.
would be, I get the NFL rules are different than college. Knee down trumps all, maybe. Because, like, think about, like, forward progress stop, maybe. Again, I don't know this rule,
Well,
but,
unless
like,
it's an extension of the body.
Right,
That's the
or-
only way.
yeah, like, knee down, can't go anywhere, then you hit him. I don't know.
We'll look it up. It's all right. We'll find out.
I just wanted
we
to bring it
haven't-
up to the listeners. It's sporty.
Yeah, you're being rude. You hadn't asked Alondra or Tate how they're doing.
Oh, you brought up Monday Night Football first.
I mean, yeah, I thought we just like quickly yeah, it's great. All right, Alondra, how you doing? No, I didn't know we were going to get technical.
Sports.
Whoa. Asking me, the bylaws of the NFL. Jeez.
Like, and what's an extension of your body?
I don't know.
Sorry, that was more of a segment 2 type
Yeah,
deal. Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, you asked it.
Yeah, it's on
Usually
you
you ask me
twice.
how I'm doing first.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You said, how about Monday Night Football?
Golly. Alondra, how are you
Wow.
doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I feel good. I
you
did
go.
not finish last night's game. Like, I finished the Sunday night, but I couldn't finish last night. At the time that I was watching it, it was in
I'm going to give you a
ass
pass.
off. Yeah.
It was. I'm going to give you a pass, too, because you worked out, I believe, before
I
yesterday's
did,
show.
yeah, and I had like
Yeah, that's
3
early.
hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's early.
But yeah, neither of them were doing well when I was watching, and it was not
JJ
fun to watch.
wasn't. Like,
yeah,
He was doing, I mean, it wasn't doing bad. It just wasn't doing
I mean,
anything.
Caleb had like a
Caleb
couple
was
of good
check down
drives,
Charlie.
but it wasn't anything super impressive to me.
What was
Their
his
defense
final,
was good, but like Bears' defense
throw?
impressed me more than I
Who,
thought it was
JJ?
going to.
JJ or Caleb?
Caleb was 6. I would have guessed it was more like 5.3.
I think JJ was like 7.5.
7.2, yeah.
Yeah.
Caleb was like, where's the check down?
Let me tell you something. I just watching the game yesterday. Like, a lot's going to be said about JJ McCarthy, which it should be. Towards the back half of the season, I think the Bears' offense is going to be really good. Ben Johnson has a really, really good offensive scheme.
Flynn, you're letting your cards
I'm
get into
telling you
judgment.
what I think. Caleb Williams did some pretty phenomenal things last night. He just wasn't
he
consistent.
always does
It wasn't consistent enough.
That's Caleb Williams in a nutshell.
He doesn't have Eberflauschen.
That was,
anymore.
I mean, that was Caleb Williams at USC too.
That's Caleb
3
Williams
great plays,
everywhere.
and terrible
I'm just telling you, Ben Johnson's offense is elite. What he does, and it is going to force him.
I believe you
to do things.
and I agree with you for what he did in Detroit, and he'll be better.
I'm just
but
watching.
also-
I'm just telling you.
I'm with you.
Mark it.
My bold prediction was the
can-
Bears are going to win the
But
NFC
but
North.
What do you
Caleb-
do? You mark that clip, whatever it is. They're going to be
But-
Book
deadly
it.
in the bag. Book it.
But Caleb
Clip it.
Williams is who he is.
I get it. Jared Goff was who he was.
Jared Goff went to a
it's kinda
Super Bowl before he went to Detroit.
Good.
with Ben Johnson.
Good. Just watch. I mean, you don't have to persecute me over here.
Trust me
We're
when
good.
I say
It's just
I'm
gonna
invested
happen.
in Caleb Williams too. I hope he does well.
He's going to. Just watch.
Because now they're making memes about Dan Campbell without Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
I tell you
He
what,
should have
though,
never done that Applebee's commercial.
That's a team
Yeah, you should always
that,
pick Chili's.
like player wise, you didn't lose a ton of star power, but you lost Frank Ragnow, your starting center. That's hard to replace, and both coordinators.
Yep.
The Lions, that's a team to watch because
Both coordinators and a lot of position coaches
Yes.
too that went with the coordinators to get elevated.
What are the odds that?
I mean, because the Jets looked pretty good in their opening game too, and that was another coordinator they lost,
Yep.
Aaron Glenn.
Yep. What are the odds that Mike McDaniel's the offensive coordinator in Detroit next year?
Very, very high.
you better hope he's the offensive
Oh,
coordinator.
did y'all
in Detroit.
see Rex Ryan go? Oh, let's do this. Let's do this.
You're right. Let's stay on time.
I love that.
Let's take a break.
Look for us.
Let's take a
We
break.
got so many sports takes.
We've got
today.
a lot to get to.
Unbelievable.
LSU injury updates. Tate will give you those. Rex Ryan had some choice words for McDaniel. Called him a couple names. We'll have that for you. We have an updated AP Top 25. Where the Tigers at in that. A lot to get to here. Stay locked in here with us on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right. Hopefully last night during Monday Night Football, while you were yearning over Caleb Williams like Flynn, you had a couple of Dos Equis in hand. You had a nice chest right in front of you. Hopefully, for sure, you had one last weekend at the tailgate, but I know you're going to have one at this tailgate. It's Florida week. we don't like Florida very much around here. And if you want to enjoy the game day experience, have your tent, have your TV, the generator, and the ice chest full of ice-cold Dos Equis.
Yeah, hopefully you had one. Hopefully you had two. Hopefully you had Dos, Trace, Quatch, whatever it was. Lots of Dos Equis, whatever it is. Whatever you're doing, it's 7:20 right now in the morning. Don't do it now, but maybe do it later today. So whether it's tailgate in Baton Rouge, tailgate in New Orleans for the Saints, grilling, chilling, whatever it is, make sure you get that ice-cold Mexican lager, crack open one, get a little lime. Enjoy Dos Equis. Drink responsibly. Go for Dos.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And a message coming from my eyes says leave it alone.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. This Tuesday morning, reacting to everything that we saw over the weekend, last night. Incredible week there in the National Football League, certainly in prime time. Even your New Orleans Saints. There were some good moments, and we'll talk about those a little bit later on. Obviously, we have Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football, set to join us. All right, let's look at the AP Top 25.
I'll tell you what, the Saints did not look like the worst team in the NFL.
They did not.
And they looked far from it.
They did not. And again,
maybe not far, but
I know moral victories aren't a thing like
they weren't it.
anybody's interested in, but progress is something you should be interested in. And I certainly thought there was progress from the last time we saw the New Orleans Saints, with Dennis Allen or with an interim head coach. And so we'll certainly talk about the growth of the Saints. For your LSU Tigers, they stay the same in the AP Top 25 at number 3. 2 first-place votes. In the coaches poll, they stay at number 4. They did get 1 first-place vote in the coaches poll. So as you look at the top 10, it looks like this. Ohio State, Penn State, LSU at 3, Oregon at 4, Miami at 5, Georgia at 6, Texas at 7, Notre Dame at 8, Illinois at 9, Florida State at number 10. How about that? So Oregon moves up 2 spots to number 4. Georgia drops 2 spots to number 6. Notre Dame moves up 1 spot. Illinois moves up 2 spots. Florida State moves up 4 spots. And like we all had it going into week 3 of the college football season, Florida State top 10 team.
Yeah, classic Florida State.
We all had that.
We all had that
was
one.
Definitely something we talked about.
Yeah, they're on the poll. They're on the graphic that we did in the preseason.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, gaslight everybody.
There's a couple teams that they're in the same position that we had them. So
there are still people on
FSU looks great,
Instagram
they
that
did look good.
think that our preseason poll is the current one. Still
after 3 weeks
I saw a guy yesterday say, this surely has to be rage bait. And I wanted to respond something really rude, but I was like, I'm on the ESPN account. I mean, I do that. I was like, I'm not going to do it.
Let me switch over to my personal.
It'd be like, surely your Instagram doesn't show when things are posted because this was 3 weeks ago.
We got to get our guy Hand Up to give us some analytics on that post over our next meeting.
Yeah,
because there's some people that are mad online thinking it's still currently
still the.
It's like, no, just because we had Texas where they should have been maybe before.
Yep.
You think it's after.
And LSU were only off 1. We had Ohio State 1.
Still got Clemson at 3.
We have Alabama 2. We have Alabama 2 high. They're at 19 in this poll, and we have them at 12.
That's true. That's true. So that is the top 10. Again, Florida State does. I mean, they look. I know they played East Texas A&M, but going back to the Alabama game, they look different. They look back to having the Jimmies and Joes that Florida State is used to having on the field, and we'll see if they can keep that up. South Carolina at 11, they dropped down one spot. Clemson actually in a victory over Troy drops from 8 to 12. Oklahoma moves up 5 spots to 13. Iowa State moves up 2 spots to 14. And Tennessee moves up 7 spots to number 15. So for me, and we need to bring this back on Mondays here because we did do it here as well. We do the right, wrong, and indifferent. I was so wrong on Tennessee so far. And it's just a couple of games. It's against Syracuse and East Tennessee State. I get that. But just the operation of their offense and Joey Aguilar, and it just looks smooth. It's looked clean. That's probably the thing I've missed on the most so far in this early season was Tennessee and how they would look out of the gate.
Yeah, I think they definitely got the better of the quarterback trade, the quarterback swap, and they've looked really good. Heupel's got that team rolling, and yeah, I don't think anybody predicted that they would come out the way they did. So I mean, we'll see once the competition picks up, but yeah, I'm looking down.
It's picking up this week. Yeah, Georgia.
Yeah, it's picking up this week quickly.
It's game days there.
So just in the SEC, Tennessee moves up 7 spots. A&M moves up 3. Ole Miss moves up 3.
The Bulls, baby. South Florida.
Bulls.
I was going to say, you might want to get in on that while it's still 17.5. Like, I don't think it's going to stay that.
That's what Tennessee, Georgia is?
No, because you said, did you say South Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, South Florida is Miami.
Against Miami.
Yeah.
It was the same number as it was last week against Florida.
Yeah.
Wow. It was 17.5.
I want to get in on that now.
Man, I tell you what, everybody in the state of Florida is winning football games.
Right.
Except for
Florida.
We got Miami, got
FSU.
South Florida, UCF, FIU, I think, FSU, even the damn Jaguars winning games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did, but they played the Panthers. It doesn't count. But
Well, but the Gators,
they almost played an NFL
the one with only Florida on their chest.
Right.
And it's not looking good for Mr. Napier.
Yeah, you seen their next 4 games?
Yeah, it's not looking great.
LSU, Miami, Texas A&M. 3 of those 4 are on the road.
You could kind of probably dust off the old radio film audio from last year and play the exact same clips because the exact same chatter was happening last year, right?
And he surprised some people last year.
And
there were people that said 4 or 5 games max. I mean, he won 8, including the bowl game?
Yeah, no, it was impressive because they kept Ole Miss and LSU out of Atlanta. They beat Florida State. They won a bowl game. Like, it's hard to, change your path in the middle of a season like he did because they got housed by Texas and then beat LSU.
So this is kind of the playbook for him. They kind of want to start off bad.
I mean, I don't think he's got many more mulligans, bud.
He doesn't have a lot.
If he has any.
I mean, the noise in Gainesville has to be deafening right now.
Well, certainly because you came into this year with some fanfare. Now, everybody knew your schedule was difficult, and they're like, oh, man, once you get into the thick of it, like if you can go 8-4 with that schedule, then let's go. The problem is when you have that schedule, you can't lose to somebody where you're a 17.5-point favorite at home. Now, I think South Florida is really good. They got 2 ranked wins. Nobody else can say that. And they're about to try to go for their 3rd. It's a good football team, but Florida fans don't give a damn about that. Like, they don't want to hear about that right now.
They don't want to talk about a good loss.
Not to South Florida.
Not to South Florida.
I mean,
that doesn't matter how good South Florida is.
It doesn't.
They're the only jersey that only says Florida on their chest.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good they are, what Boise State team they beat the week before, how they beat it. It doesn't matter. You lose to South Florida, and you kind of have the history of losing games, and you're kind of already – the fan base is kind of already shaking their head at you a little bit. It's a fireable offense. I know that he'll get a shot because he kind of proved it last year that he can come back from that, but it's a fireable offense to lose that game.
Especially the way he did.
I was about to say, yeah.
Right? Like, all he had to do was run the ball. He had the lead, and Napier was super aggressive. He stopped the clock, and that's what gave South Florida the ball back.
Yeah, and I am very curious to see how Florida enters Tiger Stadium this weekend after that loss. And you mentioned Alabama moves up 2 spots. Utah moves up 5 spots. Texas Tech moves up 3 spots to 21. Indiana 1 spot to 22. Michigan drops 8 spots to 23. And then 2 new SEC teams In the top 25, the Auburn Tigers at 24 and the Missouri Tigers at 25.
Mizzou cracking that top 25.
It's a sleeper team. They don't leave Como until October the 18th.
Oof.
I was sitting here. Sorry, I was kind of like, we were talking about Napier. I was looking because I had screenshotted something the other day. I wanted to read out while we were talking about him. So Billy Napier is under contract till January 31st of 29. They will owe 85% of his contract should it be decided to terminate. Buyout drops to $13 million following the 26th season. Buyout drops to $6.1 million after 27 season. Buyout drops to $0 after the 28th season. So then, if he gets terminated, he will receive roughly $10.2 million within 30 days of the contract's termination and receive $2.5 million every July 15th for the next 4 years, which doesn't include any like bonuses or incentives.
And
so they got to come up with some cash.
And here's the deal: like we're in a day and age where schools don't want to pay that buyout. They need all the revenue they can with the revenue share.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and they're selling everything that they can. Like, hey, you want to put a little patch on our jersey?
Yep.
Hey, you want to put your logo on our field?
Yeah, it's like, hey,
we are open for business.
Hey, boosters, I know y'all got some money and y'all want to spend it to make the team better, but we have to pay this coach that hasn't been good.
We got to
pay
$10 million in 30 days.
So it's $10 million we can't spend on really good transfers or a quarterback.
Think about $10 million in today's NIL space. Think about all the things that $10 million bought this LSU team, right? When Bryce Underwood decided to go to Michigan, think about all the players that $10 million got here to Baton Rouge. And you're going to pay it to Billy Napier to go away. In 30 days, you got to come up with that money. I'm not saying they can't. It's Florida. They can call a couple of boosters. Yeah. But it's those pockets aren't just endlessly deep. Like, you can't just keep on going down there and pulling out change.
Y'all think the recruiting class helps Napier? I don't, but if you remember last year, people said, oh, well, he has Lagway for another year. Let's see what he does with Lagway. And he hadn't committed anywhere yet, but a lot of people think Florida's the favorite for Elijah Haven in 2027. Like, does any of that help Billy at all? I don't think it does, but it could.
I don't think it does.
I don't. No, I mean, can't lose to South Florida.
No, yeah, and like Elijah's a great quarterback. Elijah's going to play a long time. But like one singular recruit, like just because it's a lot of unknown. Like I think he's going to be great, and I think he's going to have a long career. But you can't bank your coach's future off somebody that's in high school right now that might get to campus, and for whatever reason, it just doesn't translate to the next level. And then now you're stuck with a recruit that didn't work out and a coach that hasn't worked out.
Yep.
I mean, how many 5-star guys have we seen for whatever reason? You get to campus and it doesn't mesh.
Yep. I mean, this is Mississippi State. I'm not taking a shot at them, but this is like a school that's not like a blue blood like Florida is. You know, maybe some of those things do matter.
Yeah.
In the way, but like just like kind of diving into it, I don't think that fan base and the boosters and the powers that be over there, like you have to win, because I don't think he gives off like the aura on the sideline. I don't think he gives off any like.
That's also something that Florida fans are not happy about.
Yeah, he doesn't do it like and I hate to say that because he was great here in Louisiana for such a long time. Like, so
I actually like Billy a lot.
Yeah, so I don't like want to hit on that too much, but like you got to win, and you got to win now, and like you can. Yeah, Florida's got some big donors and they got a lot of money and people that can stroke a lot of checks. But I don't care how much money you have. At some point, you get tired of writing those checks.
Yeah.
Unless there's something to hang your hat on. Unless there's some sort of hope that you're looking for. People are just not going to write blank checks for forever. So they got to make a change.
Yeah,
well, and might have to make.
Yeah, we'll talk about the game. We'll talk about LSU and Florida. Start to preview that game when we come back, because Florida was in a very similar situation a year ago when they played LSU. Now that one was in the Swamp. This one is in Death Valley. And also Brian Kelly challenged LSU fans yesterday to show up, to show out, to be here all day for this game. So we'll have that for you as well. Tay will give you an injury update. We'll do it all here when we jump back on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to Pelican Roof. pelicanroof.com. That is the website for our guys over at Pelican Roofing. Love the website. You can see the 5-star reviews right there on the homepage. You can have an instant roof quote. Type in your address, your home, your business. It's going to give you a great idea of what that roof would cost you. That's just a tool that you don't see anywhere else. Also, financing options. Speaking of cost, right? They can finance your roof. It's right there on the homepage of the website. So go there today. See what they can do for you in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground in both, pelicanroof.com.
Yeah, like Jake just said, they have offices in Lafayette. They have offices in Baton Rouge. So no matter where you are, they can give you a really hands-on experience. And they will have a project manager dedicated to your job so they can focus on your roof. And they're not balancing like multiple jobs. So that's going to make sure your job is done professionally, the correct way, and hassle-free. So give them a call. Go see their website right there. You can check all the 5-star reviews. You can check out their financing options. But the best roofing company here in Louisiana, pelicanroof.com.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Tuesday morning. LSU getting ready to host the Florida Gators. Remember last year when these two teams played, Florida was coming off back-to-back losses. They lost against the Georgia Bulldogs in Jacksonville, 34-20. Would have loved to see what happened if DJ Lagway stayed in that game. Certainly they had a lot more success, and then Georgia scored late, so the score is really not indicative of how the game played out. But then the Texas Longhorns beat them 49-17 at Texas. Now, a lot of players for Florida didn't play in that game, including DJ Lagway, and a lot of thought was, they're trying to get healthy for this home game against LSU. And they did, and they beat LSU. They beat them 27-16, and then they beat Ole Miss, and then they beat Florida State, and then they beat Tulane. So when you played them a year ago, their back was firmly up against the wall. Billy Napier's was as well. DJ Lagway, I give him a lot of credit. I talk about this game often. He was not healthy. He had a TheraBand as a hamstring. I saw it before the game. He had it taped around his thigh and right above his knee, and a TheraBand was acting as his hamstring. Mm-hmm. We've all seen that. There. Yeah, we've all seen that before. And he had to change the way that he played, and he played really well. LSU had a lot of chances in that game and didn't take advantage really of any of them. So they came into this game in the same manner. Now, it was later in the season, and the loss was against Georgia and Texas, not South Florida. And this one's also inside Death Valley. So what kind of Florida team, I'm not talking about like the actual X's and O's, but like just mentally, what do you think Florida's mindset is heading into Tiger Stadium?
It's a good question. I'm seeing this. Yes, that counts. I'm looking at the TV screen right now and seeing this screen behind us, like the LSU logo and colors right next to the Florida colors and logo really just pisses me off in a good way, in a great way. Like it just starts boiling my blood. So we know that this is a big week for Jake and I because we hate the Florida Gators. We don't like them.
No.
This is, to us at this table, this is our big rival. So this week, above all of the other weeks, this is the week to get your chili hot, to be intense as a fan base, to go nuts, to tailgate all day long, to have a lot of pops before the game and during, and yell really, really loud. And what kind of team do I think Florida's going to bring in here? I mean, the last 2 weeks has shown us not a very good one. Not playing really well, but it's LSU Florida. Like this is going to be, you're going to get their best shot. You're going to get their best game plan. from a mental standpoint. Like we just kind of talked about Napier, about like he might be on a pretty hot seat. But he did it last week. He turned it around. I mean, it's a scorching seat probably. But, like, he turned it around last week. He was on just as scorching of a seat last year, and they turned it around, and they beat LSU.
Can I give you the tale of the tape from last year? Because I don't think a lot of people remember just, like, what the actual numbers of the game were. First downs. LSU had 25. Florida had 13. Third down efficiency. LSU was 13 of 24. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Florida's 3 of 9. Total yards, LSU 392, Florida 339. You beat him in passing yards. You beat him in rushing yards. Penalties, you had 3, they had 7. You had 1 turnover, they did not. You held the ball for 41 minutes and 43 seconds. They only had it for 18 minutes and 17 seconds. And you lost the game, and you lost by double digits.
Has that ever happened?
It's hard to explain that game.
In tackle football, has that ever happened?
Florida did have 7 sacks.
All right. Well.
Probably the story of the game. You gave up a big play, explosive play in the run game. But with those stats, if I would have told you Florida beat you 27-16 with those stats, you would have said there's no way.
Yeah, I would have called you a liar.
So there was chances in that game, if you remember.
I don't know if I've blacked out like that memory of my life, but I don't remember anything from that game except that we lost. So like the fact of it, the stats you just read to me is pretty shocking that's a clear domination of the game.
Yeah.
In all facets, like 7 sacks, sure. They must have been like the most timely and strategic sacks of all time because like even with those sacks, you outperformed them and outgained them. Passing yards, rushing yards, total yards, time of possession, 41 minutes.
Aaron Anderson had a big day. Caden Durham had a big day. Yeah.
Huh. So if I'm doing my math correctly, that's 41 minutes to what? 19?
It was like 41 and some change compared to 18
and some change?
Yeah.
That's a wild stat. Think about that. That's over twice the amount of plays or time.
Yeah. And
41 and some change of time to 18 and some change.
It's just not coming up with the winning play. I mean, it's basically what it comes down to.
That's a failure of just execution, but not like for the whole game. Obviously, you're executing. You're getting a lot of first downs. I mean, you can't have time of possession like that unless you are.
Well, again, you had 25 first downs to their 13. You converted 13 third downs. You were over 50%, which is always
shocking
a goal.
Information to me. Taylor's just shaking his head over there.
Yeah, I mean,
I sent the box score only. I cropped out the score to my best friend yesterday. I was like, "Hey, remember this year where we dominated Florida?" He's like, "What year was this?" I was like, "This was last year."
This was last year.
We had this conversation yesterday.
Whoa, this is shocking.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's take a break, and when we come back, as I mentioned, there's some news on the injury front for LSU. Also, Brian Kelly's comments about what he wants to see inside of Death Valley this weekend. We'll have that to close out hour number 1.
Off the bench.
All right, go to russellpools.com. There's a website for Russell Pool Company, the best in the business. And the thing that we love about the homepage is it just continues to scroll and scroll and scroll. And the best part about it is you see a completely different pool in every time that it scrolls because they are going to customize your job. But like Flynn made a great point last week. Like if you want a kidney-shaped pool or just a rectangle, they can do that. Absolutely. They can do it better than anybody. But if you're looking for truly custom, they're going to do that. I mean, you see, not just like the actual pool, but the accessories around it and like what they can do for you. Check them out. Gallery of Work, russellpools.com.
Yeah, when we think of quality pools, quality custom pools here in Louisiana, you think of Russell Pools. Yeah, and you think of trusted pool companies, you think of Russell Pools. So trusted that the LSU Tigers, the coaches, the players, they all trust them with their pools. So let them turnkey a project for you. Build that beautiful custom pool, russellpools.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. I'm going to throw it to Tay because LSU did get some news on the injury front. You had a couple of key players, go down against Louisiana Tech. Tay, where are we at with the injuries?
Yeah, so DJ Chester, Kelly's not calling it. I mean, DJ Chester, Braylon Moore, he's not calling it a high ankle sprain because he said it's not anything that like tightrope procedure will be done. He'll be out for 4 weeks or so. He said he's more day-to-day. And then when he went to Trades Green, it is a sprained MCL. So he did not tear anything. Right. I know that was a concern when the injury first happened. He said he's day-to-day as well. So believe it or not, guys, the head coach listed both of these guys as questionable, if you can believe that. I know that's probably the shocker of the day. But the way he was talking about it, it seems like there's a lot better chance of having Braylon Moore Saturday than there is Trades Green. But they probably both missed the Florida game. Just based on Kelly's comments yesterday.
Yeah. I would not think, Trades, sprained knee. That's usually, I'm not a doctor. That's a couple of weeks. That's tough to come back week of. For Braylon Moore, we'll see what he's able to give you there. He kept trying to go in the Louisiana Tech game, and I wanted to scream from the booth, shut it down.
Shut it
down. Just stop. Put that
man in a windbreaker.
You got a returning offensive starter that's not starting, but he did play center. Let DJ go out there and let him play this. Stop it. He kept trying to go, and he tried and he couldn't go. And I'm like, I wanted to tell Gordy on the side, hey Gordy, just tell him to stop. You need him. You need that guy.
Hey, people in the chat are calling for you and I to be on the sideline this weekend, sweating like Michael Irvin did. I don't know if we have the same performance enhancers.
I don't think that. I don't think he was running off a pure My High during that game.
Yeah. I'll be doing the call, but I'd love to see Flynn on the sideline.
I'll be waving a towel.
All right. Hour OTB, hour 2 coming back your way.
Off the bench.
Go to yourgoodwood.com. That is the website for Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Once you go to the website, remember you can book your consultation right there in the bottom right corner of the site. But look, you can also pick up the phone because you know what you're dealing with right now. You can explain it to them, and you should not live life with fear or embarrassment because they have the solution to your problem. It's Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. right there on Drusilla Lane in Baton Rouge. 225-4GD-WOOD is the number again, 225-4GD-WOOD.
Let's go, people. It's Florida week. You can't get up for this one. It is time to go see Goodwood. So go check them out. Yourgoodwood.com right there to see their services. You can see their pricing for as low as $125 per month. They can help you get a little bit more energy. They can help you in the bedroom. They can help that if you've got a couple bald spots on the top of your head, whatever it is. They can help you, man. We got these bodies. Don't settle for mediocrity. Give them a call. Go see them. Yourgoodwood.com.